Right, good morning everybody and welcome back to another edition of Thai Talk with Dan, the channel where we share all about your Thailand stories. Now, in today's story, we have a guy that's been married 3 times to American women, and then he starts playing around on the dating sites and meets a Thai woman. He then decides to go and meet her in Thailand. What could possibly go wrong? Hello Dan, I hope this email finds you well. I know your life over there has been up and down for some time. I have listened to the parts of your story that you are able to share, and I hope that you are staying strong, clear in your thinking, and moving forward one step at a time. So Dan, I am writing this small novel of a story to hopefully help anyone brave enough to meet someone online before heading to Thailand. Now, my background, I am 66 and I had a great deal of success in medical instrument sales, and I retired 2 years ago. I was a man with a very high drive. Now that created issues in my married life. I have been married 3 times, all to American women. Now 2 of those failed as a result of me making bad selections of women. The marriage to the mother of my 2 children, a 13-year marriage, ended as a result of me working and traveling over 70% of the marriage. And that is a lesson that I learned the hard way. Now, she did ask me to remarry 2 years after we divorced, but I just couldn't see it as the right decision. Now, after that marriage ended, I was on American dating sites off and on for a couple of decades or more. I was also on a personal consultant-driven dating service that introduced me to high-earning business women. I met more women and did the Horizon Bop more than I can remember. Now I am an attractive and young-looking man, although I say this humbly, who has stayed in shape through bike racing, triathlon and mountaineering. So I have always enjoyed the compliments of women for taking good care of myself. However, I never found the right woman because feminism is fully alive in the US, and women seem to be about themselves instead of their relationship and their need for committed love. Now here comes the Thai woman story. So I made the decision about 6 months ago to move to Thailand after my parents have passed from this world. So to get a feel for the dating options, I joined Thai Cupid. I have met and spoken by messages and video with a lot of women, some very beautiful and some average, most in their 40s and 50s. Because of my vast experience on dating sites, I decided to look for Thai women who are in that 7 to 8 range for looks, who are traditional in their appearance, and who have conservative photos with photos of them working in offices, on farms, and with no tattoos, heavy makeup, or professionally staged photos. Good luck. Now I thought this criteria would filter out a lot of the riffraff. I met an Isan farm woman who was about a 7 face but 9 body. Her photos were somewhat conservative. We started talking and she began sending photos of her on the farm that she owns. Some were of her working, some of her just drinking coffee as the sun came up. We began to video chat on WhatsApp. She would be out on her deck or her covered gazebo about 10 yards from her house in the morning, eating breakfast and drinking her coffee. She even walked me around her farm, showing me the mango trees and vegetable garden. Neighbouring farm women would walk by and say hello at times while we spoke. I even talked by video to some of those women who were friends. They would come visit her after the workday ended. It was fun and interesting, and these were very friendly and welcoming people. At night, we would video chat after her shower and while she laid in bed. She would always pan her phone around her room and sometimes walk around in her home. It was her way of confirming she was alone. We never had any erotic chat, but our future life did include talks about our nookie life, as well as life together on the farm. She wanted me to share that life with her. She also told me her story of divorce from a Thai man 10 years prior to our meeting. I asked if she had ever dated a foreigner several times over the course of 2.5 months. Now, she told me how she worked when very young in Bangkok for 15 years. She was selling soy products and doing many jobs that would keep her busy until 10 p.m. every night. She worked hard. She also told me she worked as a tour guide with a friend who booked foreigners on guided trips. And one week, she told me she was travelling with a friend to Koh Chang for a holiday. She posted Facebook photos of her in a nice little golf outfit. In one of the photos, I saw the reflection of a man taking that photo in her mirrored sunglasses. She claimed it was a tourist who took the photo. Why didn't her girlfriend take the photo? Now, she had a fully visible life on Facebook and told me that she got paid for her activity. Now, I'm not familiar with getting paid for Facebook content. Now, I am a very inquisitive dude. I asked a lot of questions in conversational ways. Most questions I asked many times in many different ways to confirm previously given answers. As things progressed for 2 months, she told me that she loved me. Now, I'm not bragging, but I am a super nice guy, and I think she could see that if we continued on, I would treat her with dignity and respect, love and tenderness. And to be honest, that is true. However, I could not get my mind wrapped around the idea that she worked in Bangkok for 15 years and was able to buy land, build a home, buy a big truck, a motorbike for her and one for her son, and farming equipment, all for cash. I'm sure you can see my point. I couldn't understand that with all of that paid for and growing a lot of her own food, why she was going on tourism jobs for the extra money. Now, with those claims and those facts in mind, she kept telling me she had a financial problem of not being able to pay for her truck insurance, which was high because of the type of truck she owned. It was triple the normal cost of car insurance, in her words. Now, I knew that something was off, in spite of her soft demeanour and her sweet way. I knew that she was a hard worker on her farm because she sent photos of her and her neighbouring women friends who would come help her harvest various vegetables. However, the Koh Chang photo and the fact that most people, especially in Thailand, Can't work 15 years and buy all of the aforementioned land, house, etc. for cash. They just don't get paid that much. Now, I brought things to a head about 2 weeks ago by revisiting the photo. I also told her, based on my knowledge of the working life of Thai people and of my own experience in life, that I wasn't accepting she worked a normal job and accumulated all of that cash, especially while living in Bangkok, where the cost of living for most all Thai people is high. So I told her that I was done if I didn't learn the truth. Eventually, during the course of that day, she broke down and told me that there had been a foreigner who paid for her farm and all the goodies. But he left her because he couldn't live in the home with her son. A big cash outlay, and then he just decided to bail out. Also, her ex-husband lived on the other side of the village, absentee of her life. Yet another thing that made me wonder if maybe I would be somehow paying his way when I moved out to her farm in the future. Now, Dan, the takeaways for your listeners are as follows. If you decide to meet someone online before you go to Thailand, ask questions. Question everything. Do it over and over in different and creative ways. Search for her other websites. Be ready for suggestive selling of a financial problem. She never asked me for money, but she brought it up almost every day, telling me that she loved me and expecting me to help her. If they are in the tourism business in any way, you can be sure it's pay for play or holiday girlfriend. No matter how revealing they are of their life, there is a life behind the scenes that you will never know about. These women are world class, Super Bowl caliber, World Cup championship liars, no matter where they live. This one lived on a farm she supposedly owned and bought for cash by herself with her son, who was 19. Hearing the word love several weeks after video chats alone is a red flag and reason to question their motives. Scrutinize every photo on their profile. Even then, never take a photo at face value. I'll say this. Had I not been a listener of your channel, I would have no knowledge of how cunning these Thai women can be. Based on her way of talking to me, I would have married her. Thank you for being a beacon to all of us who are searching Thailand for love. Now, my mentor in the medical instrument business told me early on, and I quote, "Believe none of what you hear and 50% of what you see." Dan, I hope you are experiencing calm waters and you are on solid footing. I always take time in my days as a retiree to listen to your channel. It has made me more astute at seeing what isn't when it looks like it should be a good choice. I wish you and your son all the best, and if you are all together as a family, I wish you all peace and harmony. Regards. Right, thanks very much for sharing your story on the channel. It's been rough for a lot of men out there. Several marriages, several divorces, then you start looking elsewhere to try and meet a possible partner. You got involved with a Thai woman, and then you got to learn about certain things that seem to be a trend, such as them stating to foreigners that, no, I've never had a foreign boyfriend before. I think that the reason why they do this is so that you have this belief that they are naive and just a normal village woman that's not had any experience with foreigners, so then it's much easier to suck you dry. But maybe I'm wrong. Let us know what you think down in the comments below, and let us know what you think about this subscriber's story. In regards to me, guys, yeah, I'm in an apartment now. I'm seeing my son regularly, and I don't want to rock the boat in any way, shape, or form. So keep stum, move forward, and keep cracking on and do what I'm here to do, and that's to be by my son's side. And hopefully I can continue to do that. Just keep my head down and keep moving forward. Take it easy, guys. Look after yourselves. And if you want to share your own Thailand story, because you might think it could help people, or you just want to get it off your chest, then I'll share it on the channel. Get your emails sent in to thaitalkwithdan@gmail.com, and everybody will get to hear about it. Look after yourselves, guys. Be careful out there. Have a good day, and ciao for now. Bye-bye.